What's up, everybody? My name's Adam McDormand, and this is Medium Quality. This week I'm going to show you Thrice's new album, To Be Everywhere is to Be Nowhere. Now, if you've been watching for a while, you know that I've been a long-time fan of Thrice, and I was really bummed when they went on hiatus after Major Minor. And as bummed as I was for them to be on hiatus, I was just as excited when they announced that they were coming back and putting out a new album. And in spite of my best efforts, I had extremely high expectations for this album. I did my best to temper those expectations by remembering how unimpressed I'd been with Major Minor when it had come out. But this album right here, it wasted no time delivering on the promise of a new and refreshed Thrice. The very first track on this album, Hurricane, begins with a warped and warbled earthen acoustic guitar melody underneath some jangly piano noises. And then this spacious and hopeful sounding guitar melody soars in and carries you away. And it was about this time, when I listened to the album for the very first time, that I claimed that this would be my album of the year, which is a tall order, especially after only having listened to half of a song. But then comes the chorus, which is this thick and sludgy reinvention of the very same melody that was present earlier in the song. And since Dustin Kensrue is as much a storyteller as he is a songwriter, the message of this song, which has to do with seeking shelter from fear and pain, is every bit as heavy as the music in that chorus. The album got off to an extraordinary start, and the hits just kept coming. Blood on the Sand, The Long Defeat, Black Honey, Death from Above, Whistleblower. And most of those songs, if not all of them, follow a pretty similar formula. So you start with these soaring guitar leads from Tepe, and then you move into a spacious verse with a clear focus on some incredibly moving lyrics, and usually a pretty sick bass groove. And then you just pummel the listener with these brutally heavy choruses, and then make your essential lyrical claim in the bridge and bring everything to a close. Now, usually, music that follows such a clear formula would bother me quite a bit, actually, but I think Thrice's application of a formula is really them distilling what's great about their band into a structure that they can build upon. In fact, it's more of a framework within which they can experiment with interesting melodies and interesting lyrics. Now, it may not be as experimental as The Alchemy Index or even Beggars for that matter, but I think the lyrics of this album are by far the most powerful thing they've written since Visu, and that's saying a lot. The vinyl package for this album is really fantastic. One of the things that I appreciate about Thrice is that they put as much thought into the visual presentation of their music as they do the melodies and the lyrics. And so you have this really cohesive package in this album. The album comes with this really nice full-size booklet that features these really interesting kind of abstract photographs alongside the lyrics, which I think comes together again to form a really cohesive package. I mean, the photographs in here are really unique and interesting and make for what I think is really wonderful companion material to the music itself. And of course, the whole thing works so much better in this full vinyl size form factor. I can't imagine what would be lost if you shrunk this down to the size of a CD booklet. I think it's meant to be experienced this way. And last but not least, the vinyl itself. I managed to get the pre-order smoke-colored vinyl, which is absolutely stunning. I mean, it's Unreal. Unreal. I'm so excited to know that Thrice is back and recording music again, and this album proves that they have what it takes to keep going and that they're refreshed and ready to go. I can't recommend this album enough. Thrice. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. What a time to be alive.